Welcome to the Creative Cauldron. Our show mixes together media arts professionals, instructors, and students at Schoolcraft College to inspire you to take your work to the next level. I'm Jeremy Salo, full-time faculty here in the Media Arts Department. Today's guest, Zak McGraw, is a Schoolcraft alumni in 3D video graphics and currently digital marketing manager at Vision Computer Solutions. He was a videographer for Allstate Home Leisure, a digital creative director at Lunatech 3D, digital specialist for Sunny Media Group. He was a recognized speaker at the Great Lakes Media Show 2020 on behalf of the Michigan Production Alliance, speaking about becoming a commercial drone pilot. Zak did 360 tours in drone photography for Google, Ford Field, and he took photographs that would even make Snoop Dogg smile. So welcome, Zak.
Hi, Salo. How's it going?
I'm doing good, man. So why do you first get interested in digital marketing and video creation?
No, honestly, I was going to school for video game design and stuff,
Okay.
and I started taking coding and actually 3D making things, and I just did not like it. And I started taking video classes since it's part of that course, and I'm like, oh, I really like this. So I just kind of went with that.
Excellent. And what year was that around? Do you remember?
Like, that'd probably be like 2016-ish.
2016. All right. So you've been doing a lot of freelance, a lot of different places and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes it's freelance, sometimes everyone needs a little extra money on the side,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, well, and you did a lot of full-time work at
Yeah.
different companies for
Exactly.
the past decade or so. So I think you brought some clips with us today. All right, so let's cue up one of his clips here, and we can talk about it a little bit. So here is the drone photography clip.
This is actually Home Leisure. So this is actually something that I did at Allstate Home Leisure, where they have this crane that they do to put in a hot tub, and it's like a giant hot tub spa and everything.
Oh.
And they have to lift this giant hot tub over. You'll see it in a sec. But it's a whole production that they had to do just to get this hot tub into this house.
Now this is time lapse.
Yeah, it's time lapse.
So did you use like a DSLR camera, or was this on film, or what kind of camera did you
I just
use?
use a DSLR.
DSLR. Oh, okay. Now, was the time lapse done in post, or did you use a time lapse mode on your camera? Or?
It was actually in post, so.
Oh, okay. So this was video.
Yeah, it was just video. Just hit record because I had to be piloting a drone at the same time, so I could capture that. So
Is that legal?
Hey, I can record on the camera, walked away from it. As long as they didn't hit the camera over, I was fine.
So there's new drones from different companies that have different security protocols, or what do folks need to know?
So so anything that's made in the U.S. There's actually a company that is taking the DJIs from another country and just editing the software in it to comply with it, and then reselling it as a different model. But like, it looks exactly the same. It's just different software on it.
Right.
Which apparently it's been worse. And in the drone community, a lot of us are sad because DJI is like the main drone manufacturer here.
Right. Definitely.
And like, you look at other drones right now, and like, I was looking at, maybe I could get a different drone or whatnot from a different company. They're nowhere close to DJI. And it's just like, I don't want to spend money for an inferior drone.
Right. Yeah, I got into drones, over a decade ago or so when they were newer, and it was nothing like this here. Like, this has all these sensors on it, and look at all these things here. So the one that I had, it would just run into stuff if you weren't flying it like perfectly. And we do have some of those VR drones where you put the headset on, it has all those sensors and stuff too. We do have a couple here at Schoolcraft that our media art students use. But yeah, so it's not good if the new ones don't have as many sensors and safety protocols. Technically it might be safer because of, hacking or whatever it is, but without having as good a hardware. DJI's been in the business a long time. That so
We'll see what happens.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
Things
But
could change.
let's take a look at some of your work with the drones here. I think we have some footage that you've done with some drones, so that would be fun to see.
So we actually did a commercial for Varsity Ford, and like even these panning shots were taken by the drone. It's just easier for it just to keep steady and stuff with that. And then if we ever need to go over,
And so this was on local TV, or this was for the internet, or
and
both?
it should be both. I mean, this was back in like 2016, 2017. And it's funny, a few years back, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, I haven't had cable in like years, and we're at my wife's mom's house. Yeah. So my mother-in-law, there we go. We're at my mother-in-law's house, and she has cable, and a commercial came up for Varsity Ford, and they were still using my drone footage. I'm like, these cars are like 2017 models, and you're still using my drone footage. Yeah. Okay. I mean,
that's pretty fun though when you're watching TV and you see something you worked on, right?
Yeah.
Now, is that the first time where you really felt like you made it, or was there another time when you felt like, I'm successful in the industry now?
I never feel like I'm successful. Yeah. It's honestly like I just keep trying to push for everything I can,
Sure. Yeah, it's an ongoing process, but yeah, you're always staying into the new technology like the drones, and then you also did some of those 360 tours.
Yeah.
Which was pretty awesome. Now, did you bring any clips of the 360 tours today?
Yeah, I did. If you wanted to play them.
Which one is that?
So let's see. There's 2 in there. One of them is actually Ford Field.
Oh, Ford Field.
Yeah.
Ford Field.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the Lions, right?
Right. Oh, is that? I don't think that's.
Oh, that's Mackinac. Okay,
let's
so we'll start with this one. This is Mackinac Island.
All right, so tell us about this clip here.
Yeah, okay, so we did this 360 in Mackinac. We're one of the only people who legally were able to do drone footage on Mackinac Island because not supposed to have like electronics like that, and we ended up like trying to get a permit from them, and they thought we were a construction company, and they're like, yeah, sure, here you go. And I'm like, we got the permit, let's do this.
Oh, nice. Now this looks like Ford Field.
Yeah, so this is Ford Field. That took so long to do. There were like 3 or 4 of us doing this at the same time, just doing different photos from different parts. And because like you could go through the entire like everything in Ford Field, so it's like each few steps we had to get photos.
Right. So that was a 360 tour that you did.
Yeah.
So one of the cool things was, so you were originally one of my students.
Yeah.
And then I got to teach you a lot of stuff. And then you got out in the fields, Ford fields and other fields for that matter, in the industry. And then you got to teach me how to do 360 tours, which was pretty awesome. So I got to go out with you and do some tours for Google. And then I ended up doing a couple more for them. But so, yeah, that's where you have like a still camera with a fisheye type lens, 180 degree lens, and then you physically have to move the camera around. And it was HDR. So each angle, you're doing 3 exposures.
I think the first time I showed you was when I was at the cannabis place.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. We went to the cannabis place, and it was interesting. I'd never been in one of those before. And it was interesting.
He's never been into one.
But yeah, it was interesting. And also tell us about that. You had to work, or you got the opportunity to work at a cannabis place, and that was something new for you. You never indulged or been in one of those places before?
Yeah, so like I'm still completely clean with that. But like it was really interesting being in like that sort of industry and never partaking. I got made fun of a lot for like, come on, dude. I have all these photos. I have over 420 photos of different strains of cannabis, and it's like, you're taking pictures of all of these. Why don't you do any of it? And it's just like, it's just not me.
Did they offer you the first one for free? Isn't that what they do?
I mean, there was a lot of times. So we had like a distributor who actually made edibles and stuff. So
Yeah.
I actually took a lot of samples and stuff too.
Yeah.
But it was more towards like friends and stuff. Hey, can you fill out the survey? Tell me how this makes you feel and everything. Give them some gummies, and that's how it went. But
Right.
I
So-
never partake.
So you got hired to do media for this dispensary? Is that what they call it? Or
Yeah, it's well, it's a dispensary, and then they have like a factory that actually makes like edibles and stuff too. Like it was two different companies technically under one umbrella.
yeah, yeah, it was pretty wild because when I was there, and you were doing the tour of it, the 360 tour, and we opened up that one room, the warehouse, and it was like something you'd see in a Cheech and Chong movie or whatever, with like just stacks and stacks of all these flower, they call it,
Yeah.
buds, and it was like, I don't know, it seemed like it wasn't supposed to be there, but it was legal, but was it legal? I don't know. It was interesting. But so yeah, you never know where this industry is going to take you if you're comfortable and you're able to. That was a full-time job you had for a little bit.
Yeah, I think I was there almost 2 years. So, and that was
2 years.
that was like making graphics and stuff. And I know I had some videos of we had this guy who is called a ganjier, like that's his
Ganjier.
title. So it's
Yeah.
so. There was only like I think 50 or 100 people in the whole world that have this title, and it's like a what's the wine thing? The wine spelling people.
Oh, where you like switch.
It sounds like
Connoisseur? I don't know.
it's like ganjier. It's Salamere or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But like it's somebody who like knows cannabis inside and out, and
Yeah.
he would like come in and like I'd be like taking photos of it, and he's like, bro, look at all these crystals and stuff. I'm like, I'm just taking a photo. I don't... Okay, that worked. Hopefully he's not watching this.
Yeah.
But I did a lot of like educational videos with him where he was explaining like what are strains and how like not exactly like, oh yeah, let's okay, to be fair, there was one that was like how a roll doobie, but
Yeah.
but like there was a lot of education with like terpenes and strains and how things make you feel and how like what you do with smelling it and stuff, and so it was interesting learning that from coming from a point of, oh well, drugs bad, right?
All right. And so you got some other clips, some other places you worked at, because you were there for 2 years. And so let's talk about another place that you worked at.
Sure. Where do you want to go next? I mean, we have Sunny Media, which I'm trying to think if I have any footage from there. But that was kind of like all around. Like I would do website stuff there. I would do videos. Like I worked with DMC Hospital a lot, doing photo like videos for them and stuff. I think I did like 2 or 3 lives too.
So what's a skill you taught yourself that ended up being a game changer in your career?
I mean, I'm the one who kind of went with the whole drone thing. I mean, we had a guy that we would like contract out for drone stuff, and I was like, hey, I'll try learning it and stuff. I ended up getting my drone license and ended up just doing the shots for us while I was at Sunny Media.
Mhm.
So there's that. I mean, I do SEO work, and a lot of that is just like learning from like, oh, hey, does this work?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. No.
So
but-
you do search engine optimization work?
Yes.
All right. Now, what's something that people don't realize goes into making the high quality content, high quality video and multimedia content?
I feel like a lot of times it's time that's put into it and attention to detail, because there's a lot of times where we're like just recording and I'm like, no, we gotta take this out there, and like a lot of times with the 360 stuff, we would like people wouldn't think about it, but since it's 360, oh hey, move that trash can out. This isn't going to look good if there's a trash can right there. It's 360. You can't just like, you have to move it and hide it every
Right.
shot, and then like you go to the next step and you're like, oh god, I need to hide this somewhere else now. So
Right. if someone wanted to follow a similar path, what skill should they focus on first?
Like, I guess it depends what they exactly want to do. I mean, with video, I mean, sometimes I wish I could practice more video, like, because I've become the Zak of all trades here.
Yeah.
It's just become that thing where it's like, okay, I have video, but I have to do it quick, so I can't really put too many like new effects or try anything new exactly. And then it's like, oh well, I'm working on SEO on this, I'm doing this other thing now, and it's just like, well, I don't have that focus on one individual thing. So
Right.
like, I'd say focus on video if you can, just because like, I don't know, I like all those cool effects that people do.
Yeah. And so you started here doing gaming, and then you switched to the video graphics track, video
Yeah.
graphics degree. Now, do you think going to college to earn a degree is helpful to succeed in this field?
Is this sponsored?
Well, yeah, man. But you know, you can be honest here. People,
Stay in school.
people need to know. You know, did you find it helpful, like, to have professionals say, "Hey, try this, try that," rather than just listening to some YouTuber?
Yeah, like it pushes me to like do something instead of just being like, I'll get to it tomorrow, I'll look at it tomorrow. And even now, like you guys with this whole setup and stuff, this is a lot more than what we had back then.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, it would have been cool if we had all that.
Right. But you learn basic skills, and a lot of it, like you said, is deadlines. Like now you would never miss a deadline. You're always turning things in on time, early even.
Okay.
Right?
I always hit the deadline. It's just last minute, okay?
I mean, it happens, man. It happens. So what's the biggest lesson you think you learned from working directly with clients?
With clients, sometimes you just have to make that deadline regardless. Like you can't make things perfect. Sometimes you just have to
Right.
like get it done.
Gotta
I
meet
mean,
that deadline.
the best. Hey, I mean, as long as it's in, it's there. Okay.
Right.
But yeah, it's mainly that deadline is just get in. I would say like make a rough cut and then make sure you're done with it, and then start like editing it more of how you might want it seen.
Mhm.
That way it's like, oh, okay, well, I could make this better now because I have the time. Because you don't know what's going to happen either. Like,
Right.
like I was saying the other day, my tire popped and stuff, and I wasn't able to work it. Like, I literally had that time dedicated to this, and then I'm stuck at the dealership without a computer and stuff. And I'm just like, I said I was going to do this, and now I'm not because
you
of
didn't
this.
have the Creative Cloud at the dealership?
I didn't have a laptop with me.
They didn't have a laptop for you to use, you know, like
I should have just been.
complimentary coffee and then the Adobe Suite, little editing bay.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be nice. So a lot of folks might recognize you from winning awards at the Schoolcraft Film Challenge, walking on stage and winning so many first places and so on. So do you have any secrets that you want to share? Now, it's been, a couple years since you've done it now that you've been, establishing your family. And so I know you've been pretty busy with your tires popping and raising kids and all that stuff, or a kid and so on. Do you have any secrets you might want to share to win a Schoolcraft Film Challenge? By the way, for those of you that don't know, it's a 48-hour challenge, which we give a prop in a line of dialogue that you have to incorporate into a short film, edit it, and it's screened in a public audience within 48 hours.
Yeah.
And so Zak's team has won many times.
Probably like 4 times, I think. 3 or 4 times, something like that. So, yeah. And if we didn't win, we still got an award for something,
Yeah.
Not a participation award, I promise. It was a different award.
So do you have any advice for folks that are considering perhaps being in a film challenge? Or
I mean, I would say like it's just a lot of practice and stuff. I always get sad because I'm always the only editor there and film, so everyone wants to be, oh well, I'm there being the actors and stuff, and I'm like, okay, so I'm filming, I'm the crew for everything, I'm editing all this, and then I'm acting sometimes too, and I'm just like, all in 40 hours, we got this, guys.
Yeah, Zach's got it. Zach All Trades has it.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's just a lot of like practicing stuff and with ideas. I mean, usually that's shooting off stuff with like my wife or whomever else is with us until we actually figure out something that's like, oh, you know, that'll be good. And sometimes it becomes more of a parody of something or whatnot. I mean, people like references, so
Yeah. So it sounds to me that you start with as a team, collaborate on writing, production, and then in order to meet the deadline, you kind of take control and responsibility to make sure that it's done on time. So that's kind of what I'm hearing you say.
yeah. And a lot of times it's like my wife will come with this like whole story. I'm like, okay, well, we only have this much time, so I'm taking this out, this out, this out. We're not doing these scenes, but we could do something like this. So
right. Excellent. Now you brought a clip for us to watch from the film challenge. Which one is this?
There's multiple.
There's multiple ones?
Yeah, there's multiple in there.
All right. Roll the film.
And one of the things with those clips is we always try calling back to another video. I know in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, like one of the stories the guys tells is he's talking about the murder of what happened from the last video and stuff when the guy went on a rampage and it cut out and stuff. So it was always kind of cool. And I always try putting the magic markers somewhere.
Yeah,
in
that
there.
was a fun one.
And like in the Slime Time video, there was actually a clip in the YouTube portion that has the markers and stuff in it where it's like, oh, magic markers, and it's me smelling them or whatever.
Yeah. So if you were 18 again,
oh man,
what would you start learning right now?
Stocks.
Stocks?
That Bitcoin, you know, invest into that Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Are you saying going back in time or just being 18 now?
Either or, you know, I mean, obviously a lot's changed over however long it's been since you've been 18. But yeah, just generally speaking, if somebody was 18, I guess in present day, not like if you could change something like the butterfly effect, like
that's why I'm like, invest in Bitcoin, come on.
Yeah. But today, there's probably an 18-year-old watching somewhere. Hello, youth.
Hello, youth.
There's some youth today.
Is 18 still Gen Z or is it the alpha?
It might be alpha at this point.
Oh man. Hello, alphas. That sounds weird.
6'7" or whatever. Is that? Can you say that? No, I don't know what that means.
6'7".
I just know. No, you kind of could say it. No, you can't. I heard an administrator say it at a meeting once, so
it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, what
freedom of speech.
Exactly.
Right? It's just a number.
2 numbers actually.
Man. Math. We have a mathematician. So yeah, do you have the advice?
Yeah, I would say like just go to school with what you want to do. Just don't go crazy in debt if you can. Other than that, I mean, look into, I don't want to just say stocks, but like a 401k and stuff, because
think about the future.
Think about the future. Don't think about.
Don't spend all your money on apps and fast food or whatever, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to save something for a rainy day.
Yeah.
For when your tire pops and you got to pay for that tire, right?
Oh, and another thing, like try getting as much experience as you can with this guy. Like,
yeah, come on down.
Well, it's one of those things where like I look back at some of the classes and there were those people that went above and beyond, and it's like, oh, whoa, you guys had these crazy videos. I'm just here in school. I'm just trying to get this done. I'm doing things kind of last minute, doing other stuff. I mean, I would put myself as like a mid-tier in the classes, and then you have these people who are like, oh my god, these things are like way up here, and it's like I should probably be there. It's just like my mentality at that time was like, yeah, I'm not doing that work right now.
Right.
And I think that's one of the things that like maybe like now I would strive to be that. Like, how do I get to that level?
Right. Yeah, because it's all about practice. It's like any other activity or sport or even video game. You know, if the first time you play it, you're going to get wasted. But you got to practice. You got to practice. And so at least you were able to continue on with the film challenge. You got some experience there.
Yeah.
And so then you were able to definitely in the film challenge world after you graduated with your degree, then you started putting it all in, at least for 48 hours at a time, you know. But yeah, no, that's good advice for everybody. But, you know, for our current students and stuff, they can see that it is possible. Even if you're not the best in the class at the moment, you just keep at it. And one day you'll be the best in the class. You know, you'll be the best at the film challenge. You'll be the best taking pictures of beautiful flowers with crystals on them or whatever it might be.
You know, I was imagining actual flowers, and then I just remembered that I was talking about the cannabis stuff.
Well, when I first said it, it was interpretive, so the audience could interpret what kind of flower they wanted to. But now you ruined.
I ruined the illusion.
The poetry, but that's fine. Sometimes people like to, you know, exactly know what you're talking about. So let's talk about the present day. And what kind of projects and roles excite you the most moving forward?
So with this, I'm part of Vision Computer Solutions, which is cybersecurity. I know that's for a video guy, like, oh, hey. But I do the marketing there. And a lot of times I'm supposed to be pumping out videos now where they're like, we want one a week now. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's cool. I'll do that. So now it's just trying to come up with ideas, and a lot of it's more like asking people who are actually in the field, like, hey, what are common questions and stuff here? Like, I know IT work, but I don't know like your level IT. So, so it's trying to get like questions answered. So trying to educate the public on different things. And I know I have some clips in there where we had Cybersecurity Awareness Month, which I always do a bunch of videos, and they all talk about like different things like use longer passwords and stuff, avoiding scams, all that. So with the Cybersecurity Awareness Month, everything kind of connects, and then I kind of end it with like a big joke at the end. Like I had everyone come up on stage for a bit, and the joke between all of them was they'd always talk about this dog named Fluffy and stuff, but like something would always happen in the video that would kind of like, I think the second to last video he said something about Fluffy, and then he's like, get off, like he's trying to get it off. And then the last video they're like, oh, where's Fluffy? And we had a stuffed dog fling at him, attack him, and then I had the green screen cut out and everything, and the camera fall, and everything's going crazy, and then you see him fall like in front of the camera, his eyes just dilating and stuff. And it's like, oh, okay, well, that's something interesting.
Awesome. So it sounds like you're able to be creative and use some of your techniques that you learned in VFX production, like green screen production and other stuff, and take something that's mundane, like cybersecurity, and then make it more interesting. And so that probably makes it more rewarding for you as an employee, and then it probably makes the company more successful, right? So where do you see digital marketing and video content heading in the next few years?
Sadly, probably AI is taking over, unless like there's more laws and stuff. And I mean, there's always going to be the people that like, I mean, you always have indie developers and stuff too. Like you have Markiplier that just came out with Iron Lung and stuff, which was, he paid it his own way, and I can't remember how much money he spent, like maybe 2 or 3 million or something, and he's made 28 million in the first weekend. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. But I feel like AI is going to take over. Like, I have a friend who works for Amazon, and a lot of product videos and stuff. They're like, oh yeah, we just like put in AI, and it makes this whole video of like showing how the product's used. I'm like, you don't have a person just like do this? Like, I thought you'd I don't know, it's crazy, especially with how like realistic AI is getting. I mean, like, there's plenty of times where you could spot like errors and stuff, but it's only going to get better. Like if you just look at stuff from like 3 or 4 years ago till now, you could see how much it's escalating.
Right.
And it's a little scary because it's like, how do you know if something's real or fake then?
Right. It's not as authentic.
Yeah, I mean, like we're probably going to get full movies eventually. I mean, somebody's come out with like a South Park episode that they made from just AI. I mean, that's a lot of basic animation with South Park, but it's just one of those things where it's like it's only going to get better.
Right. But I don't think it's like you just say, make me some content, bro, and I hit enter. You have to sit there and prompt and go back and forth. Like there's still a lot of work that has to be done to make something that's new and usable. So they're still going to need somebody to do those prompts, right?
Yeah, but then it's like all these nice folks over here, you know? Like you have one person that's constantly just prompting it compared to like a bunch of other people who are actually doing this.
But I think there still probably might be, for example, like a baseball game. You know, you go there in person, you see a whole crowd of people, and somebody that's actually has that physical ability to do the athletic activity. You know, it's exciting, or live music and so on. I think film production might be similar to where it's going to resonate differently to see a real person versus just watching a robot make something.
Yeah, I think what it's going to be more used for, especially right now, is like I told you, working in like Premiere and stuff, able to cut someone out just by clicking one now, and like, oh, now I don't have to like use a brush all around them and such.
Yeah.
So it's like it's going to be a useful tool that's going to make things faster. I mean, that's how I hope it stays, but I mean, people want to keep making money by cutting down on other costs of people working. So, but also means that like, oh, hey, one person could actually help make something for smaller companies and stuff.
Right.
So I think that's a good thing. Because it's like, oh, now I could make a video that might have taken like a whole team to make, but like they can't afford a whole team, but they could afford me. So
yeah, rather than just having a few large companies be able to make commercials or content, every company now can make content.
Yeah,
and they can have one person. So rather than say, hey, there's 4 big companies in town that are hiring folks, every company needs social media presence. Every company can have internal videos. They can have engaging materials. So I see it that there might be more opportunities for folks to make content. And everybody, a lot of people, not everybody, is using social media. Someone in their family is, right?
Yeah.
And then you got to make materials for that. And then every business wants to promote events. You have organizations, whether it's like a nonprofit or a church or a youth group or a community event. Everybody's starting to up their game with their media. So the way that I think about it, hopefully, is that the AI tools are just like you said, one person. You could be the Zak of all trades for this company, or you could be the Zak of all trades for this nonprofit or for this family, you know. And so I just see it as giving more people a voice and more opportunities, more possibilities to make something that's polished versus making it look like a etch-a-sketch graphic. You know, it'll be a little easier for folks to raise the bar if they're dedicated and they take the time to use these tools to reprompt it and still learn the basics of design and storytelling. Because to me, it's that's what it is communication, you know, and you're making it interesting. And that's what you're doing at your current job, is you're making those boring videos a lot more interesting, you know, and that's what you need. Otherwise, people are going to tune out. They're going to go on their phone during these meetings or whatever. And so, you know, we need folks to be there to help drive it and then to tell the tone. AI doesn't know exactly what the tone is to the group of folks that are there. It has no freaking clue. So if you have a creative person there like yourself on the team, you can talk to the clients and assess how realistic do they want this? Do they want it to be symbolic? Do they want it to be universal? How funny can I get? Does it have to be serious? Like what kind of tone? AI doesn't really know. You can type in a prompt like make it serious, but there's always you got to read the room. And
I always say subtle humor, and that usually doesn't.
Yeah.
I always say add subtle humor to this.
But you still need to know, like currently, what the landscape is and what's appropriate and what's not. So, yeah, I think there's still a lot of opportunities and stuff for people, and there should be.
The only problem that I have is when company owners are like, "Oh, I could do this myself. This is easy. Just do it this way," and you're like, "It's going to look bad. It's just like it's not how this works. It's not like a solution for everything right now." Right.
So that's why, it's cool. It could be maybe for storyboarding or get a basic general idea, but then you still need a professional that knows what they're doing. To get the work done and stuff. So awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today, Zach.
Thank you for inviting me.
And we'll see you folks next time on another Creative Cauldron.